Hey awesome ones, Heather here. So I'm off to London and to Paris for 8 days. Would you like to see the clothes that I'm packing for my trip? And there's a little bit of a twist here. I'm trying to get everything for 8 days in carry-on luggage. It all starts in just a few seconds. So I laid out all my clothes on the bed and I'm going overseas on a trip. I'm not going to a Caribbean vacation where basically I would have swimsuits and shorts and maybe a flowy kind of dress. No, I'm going to London and Paris, and the last thing I want to do is look like a tourist. I know that Bill and we have our hearts set on a couple of kind of upscale jaunts, and for that, I want to have something nice to wear, like this beautiful dress in my wardrobe. I want to look a little bit très chic, and I'll tone it down a little bit for the sightseeing tours, but no ratty little shorts or flip-flops for me on this trip. So in a few seconds, I'm going to show you fashion and style and the kind of material that I use for clothing. So it's really kind of a travel fashion video for you, but trying to get all of this into the carry-on, and Bill's going to share what he gets in his carry-on and carry-on luggage as well, will be on our inspirational channel. You know, that's that new channel that we put out. I'm going to put a link in the description for you so you can check out, did I get all the clothes in a carry-on? So let's start with the shoes. Sometimes what I do is I do bring, the athletic sneakers, and I would definitely wear those on the plane because that's going to take a lot of room in my carry-on. But this time I wanted to have something a little bit dressier for all the sightseeing. So these are Pumas, but you can get them in Keds or other kinds, and they look really, really nice with maybe a nice jean skirt or something like that. Also, I am bringing, these are Skechers. They are so comfortable. I absolutely love them. And they have a little bit of a heel in them, pointy toes, so they're a little bit fashionable. But the last pair I want to show you, these are well worn in. These are a little kitten heel, and they will go with the dresses and, when I want to upscale things a little bit. One of the things that you'll notice about all of my shoes is that they are worn in already. Like, the last thing I want to do is bring a brand new pair of high heel shoes and walk around for 7 days with blisters on my feet. That's a no-go for me. Now, you probably noticed that even though we're going in warmer weather, there are no sandals, and there's a good reason for that. Bill and I are walkers and not those kind of walkers. Anyway, we're browsers, and I remember Bill, we were in New York City and we walked like for 8 hours, and then we went, wow, we just walked for 8 hours. I don't even want to think of what my feet would look like walking around Paris or London for 8 hours in sandals. Enough said. So before I really say, okay, I'm going to wear this and this, I check just before we're ready to go, maybe just a couple of days before we're going to go, and see what the forecast is going to be. And what the forecast is going to be for London is, you guessed it, rain. So what I'm going to bring is this teeny tiny little umbrella that actually folds out. It's a great travel umbrella. I'll put a link for it underneath in the description because these are a must. It's going to be beautiful in Paris. So of course I'm going to need my sunglasses. And also, talking about that rain in London, I'm going to need a raincoat. Of course, this won't fit in my carry-on, so I'll show you what I'll do with this later on in the video. So you might be thinking to yourself, she's going to wear a coat on the airplane. Well, the nice thing about this coat is it can roll up into a little ball, and I can have a nice pillow for my head on the plane. So, and it won't look wrinkly when it's unwrinkled. But let's talk about nighttime. At nighttime, I'm not bringing a house coat. I don't need to bring a house coat. Most of the hotels, they usually have a house coat for you. But I will take, you know, a little nightie. This is a nice thin one because it's going to be warm, and I don't know how the air conditioning is going to be, but I've got the little nightie. But where are they? I also have some little ballet slippers. I don't know about you, I don't like to walk around on hotel carpets and that in my bare feet, so kind of yuck. So you might be asking, like, how come no luggage, and why am I trying to get everything in this simple little carry-on and also a purse? Because that's about all you can take on the airlines. Well, the answer is simple. My future son-in-law, he just got back from Florida, and you guessed it, they lost his luggage. Now, they eventually found it in some other city across the USA somewhere, but you know, it was so frustrating for him. He was waiting by the carousel, waiting for his luggage to show up, and then all of that frustration. Because we don't have a big suitcase, we won't have to go through that. The other thing is, a lot of the airlines, they now charge you for the luggage that you check in. And you know, Bill and I, we don't want to waste any time on this trip. When we get off the plane, we can go, just head on out to our hotel and not wait and watch and wait for our luggage to show up on the carousel. Now, I want to make a point about the carry-on luggage as well. You'll want to check with the airline to see what you can bring. You know, that old duffel bag that's been in the family for like 30 years may not make the grade as far as getting on the plane. So you got to be careful about that. But let's talk about some ooh la la kind of clothing, and definitely this dress. I love this dress. I know I'm sort of wearing black today because I kind of want to show some of the outfits, but it's got this little kind of mini dress built into it, and I just absolutely love it. And Bill and I will be able to go someplace kind of a little, you see how long it is too? I don't know if you can see it all in the video, but we'll be able to go out someplace fancy. And what I love about this dress is it already has kind of a wrinkled look to it. So what I'm going to do in order to get all of my clothing into that carry-on, I'm going to be rolling up all my clothing. And this dress is just going to get rolled up like this. Look at that, into a little tiny ball. And that's all the space it's going to take. And again, on that video on Tuesday on the second channel, you're going to see how I actually pack all of this. But watch this. As soon as I get to the hotel, I'm going to hang this up on a hanger, and ta-da! It still looks lovely. So we're going to be in Piccadilly Circus in that area for London. I don't know, I just kind of feel, do you guys remember Twiggy? You're probably too young to remember her, but this retro dress of mine, it just reminds me of some kind of English 60s look, and I love it. Little bit on the short side for me, so I'm going to put this nice little pair of leggings underneath, even if it's hot. These are so lightweight, they're great. And I'm going to bring a little sweater along, just in case, you know, I can mix and match with this, just in case I need it. So for the undergarments, I'm going to be wearing on the plane. You know that new bra that I bought? Did you see the video that I did on undergarments and shopping for undergarments and shapewear? I'm going to put the link up there for you because, you know what, if you look into your undergarment drawer and it's starting to look a little bit old and tattered, it's great to do some shopping there. But I've got that bra, I'm wearing that on the plane. I also have a pretty lace one as well. Again, ooh la la, I want to feel pretty, and you know. And also, of course, enough undies to have for the trip, that's always important. And yep, I'm going to put in a pair of shapewear. So I told you I'm not bringing any shorts, and instead I'm bringing my, there they are, my skirts. And this looks like a little jean skirt, but it does have the little shorts underneath of it, so it's you know, you're hiding stuff, right? Love this jean skirt. I also have one in black that I love as well. Again, nice stretchy material. I'm not too sure at this point if I'm going to get the blue jean skirt into my luggage, into my carry-on, so it may have to go. I'll show you that on that other video on the second channel. The reason that I will keep the black skirt is because I'm also bringing, you know, I love this top, this nice little lace top, and with the black skirt, it can almost look like a little black dress. So again, I'll be mixing and matching the clothes as I go in London and Paris. So I'll definitely need another jacket. I can't just wear the raincoat all the time. So of course, my favorite hoodie. I love this little white hoodie. And what I like about it is if I am in London and it starts raining, well, I got a hood to put on. But the other thing I like about it is it's so lightweight that, let's say all of a sudden it starts to get really warm outside, I could just sort of, you know what, wrap that around my waist and breathe in a little sunshine. So I'm almost done for the clothes for my packing. What? Well, of course I'm gonna wear something on the plane, so that's another outfit, but I'm gonna show you two more tops. This one's lots of fun. It's really kind of trendy looking, and of course I'm going to wear a camisole underneath, but love that top. And also, you guys know, you've probably seen this a few times, my lace top that I love. And just think about these being all rolled up. Even being rolled up, they're just going to come out beautifully. And again, hang them up when you're in the hotel room so that they kind of unwrinkle a little bit. But you know, I know that I can just wear these clothes. And if by any chance, maybe I have to wash a little top or something. I'm 4 days in London and 4 days in Paris. So maybe the first day I'll go, I'll just wash something. It's real simple to do. So what am I wearing on the plane? Well, as you know, a lot of my clothes and the clothes I'm taking are all stretchy, so I want to be super comfy on the plane. But I also want to make sure that I've got, you know, the basic white t-shirt. You always need that for your traveling. And because that t-shirt sometimes rides a little low in the front, I'm also going to make sure that I have my lightweight camisole with me. And those camisoles are fantastic. Again, I'm going to put some links underneath in the description so you can find those. And I'm going to wear my boyfriend jeans, super stretchy, wrong way, super stretchy jeans. And I was going to wear my really tight skinny jeans, but for sitting for 8 hours on a plane, I thought, no, comfort's really important here. But also, oh, I got my little go belt. This is fantastic for sort of hiding your passport or whatever, your money or credit cards on you. So I've got that. And of course I showed you the raincoat that I can always just put around my waist if I'm walking around the airport. And again, it doubles as a pillow if I need it. So in just a second, I'm going to bring in the cuteness factor, Little Hurricane. Oh, Little Hurricane can't come on this trip to Paris and London, but my daughter will take good care of him. But this is a fun-filled kind of vacation. So what I don't want to bring is, I mean, I can fit all this into a carry-on. I know I can. If I was going to a lot of business meetings and I needed, you know, really fancy suits and fancy shoes, all that sort of thing, of course, I would need to bring my luggage. But I want to have as much fun in as short a time at the airport waiting for things as possible. So this works for me. But let's go get Little Hurricane and talk about the upcoming videos. So here he is, Little Hurricane, and let's talk about the Tuesday video on the second channel. Again, there'll be a link below. And don't forget to subscribe to the second channel so you'll see our trip to Paris and London. But in that video, Bill is going to also show what he's getting into the carry-on luggage. And the question is, will I get the skirt in my carry-on luggage? What is Bill bringing? And then of course we're going to talk about a lot of the rules of what you can and cannot take in your carry-on luggage, because there's a lot of rules now for that. Oh, and by the way, when you subscribe on the second channel, don't forget to click on the bell, because that way you'll be notified of all the new videos. And that's the lifestyle channel. It's called Awesome 50 Inspiration, where you find food and fun and entertainment, and of course, travel as well. So, you know, when we, forgot. Now, what's coming up in this station, this channel for beauty and fashion, I want to walk around Paris and London, maybe do some shopping, Bill. Can't buy a lot because I won't be able to fit it in my carry-on, but you know, I want to maybe do a video on some of the fashion there in London and Paris. So that'll be on this station, this channel. So until next time, you know, sometimes we only vacation a short amount of time during the year, or maybe you only go on one vacation a year, or maybe once every 2 or 3 years. You gotta make it fun and stress-free. And I really find, I've done this before, just taking the carry-on in a purse, it works so fantastic for me. And oh, in the next video, I'll show you the purse that I'm bringing as well. But you want to be stress-free, you want to have a lot of fun, and of course, you want to keep it awesome.